Hello, everyone. So, today I want to share with you how I saved anywhere from 25 to close to $60. My daughter had a doctor's appointment today, and normally we do a Uber, Lyft, or even public transportation. But public transportation take anywhere from like close to 2 hours, and I know that in August it has been very hot. So, in order to make it comfortable, I tapped into resources that have been available um, forever. I just didn't know until today was the time. So, the hospital where she goes to, the community hospital, provides free transportation. So, I was like, let's go ahead and I asked her, are you okay with me scheduling a transportation to see how that works? And so we scheduled it about 3 weeks ago, and then they told me 10:30, but by 9:10 the lady was already calling me. And I'm like, I'll be there in 10 minutes. So I felt very rushed. So next time I know that if I were to use that, I need to plan at least an hour, half hour before just to be ready when she comes, right? The other thing is in returning, the latest return is at 1:30, and the appointment was for 2:30. So it was going to be a lot of hours in the hospital. We went and we saved about $25 going, right? I wrote it down. About $25 going, which I'm very grateful for that. It was good. It was great. When we get over there, there was a lot of people. And the receptionist said the doctor's not going to be here today. I'm like, oh, hallelujah. It's been the second time we have to reschedule. Excuse me. I said, can we get an appointment? So she gave me an appointment for a Thursday. And I said, I am only off. I'm off Mondays and Wednesdays. Can we reschedule? So that we rescheduled for a Monday next week. And so we were able to do that. So she gave me the paper authorizing me to return. But since we were there, I told my daughter, why don't we just go ahead and see if there's prescriptions to be picked up? Sure enough, we had a few to pick up. And so we missed on that pickup at 11. And we were supposed to wait at 1:30 to do the last return, right? Pick up for public transportation return, or actually the hospital transportation return. So I was like, you know what? It's very important if I wait for the prescriptions today that I don't have to pay a lift to go to the local clinic to pick it up and then return. And I save there anywhere like $15 to $24, right? And that would be another day. So I was like, we're already here. Let's go ahead and do it. We went to the cafeteria, but it was closed. They don't open until 12. I had taken a banana that my daughter started eating in a Ziploc bag, water for her, water for me. And so the cafeteria was closed. So I was like, okay, once we get the prescription, I'm not going to wait. We finished at 11:30. We would have had to wait 2 hours. So I was like, you know what? We saved coming. We're going to go back. So I sat down on a bench and I started looking for what Lyft was charging. Lyft was charging $22.93 to $25.93. But if I waited 7 to 20 minutes, it would have been $19.93. And I didn't want to wait. I know that normally at that time, my daughter likes to take a nap. And if we came home, well, I had food. I had rice in the refrigerator. I had done ground beef. We have, I did groceries, so I didn't have to really spend money out. So that saved me another $25, $30. So then, sure enough, I looked at Uber, I looked at Lyft, and Empower had it for the cheapest, $15.27. But what I didn't know is that different from Uber and Lyft is that if the driver takes the turnpike and there's charges, I get charged for that. So they charged me $3 to the $15.27, whereas with Lyft and Uber, it's already included. So for the drivers, is better the Empower transportation, the new app, but for the pedestrian, we have to check to make sure that we're saving. Anyways, I figure out that we've saved $3 in the Empower versus Uber and Lyft. And the 25-30 that I would have spent in the first going trip would have been $25 to $30. So I'm going to figure we saved $28.30 And if I would have invested in lunch, if we would have stayed longer to the appointment, it would have been anywhere from $25 to $30. So that's where I figured that we saved anywhere from $58 to like $60. Also, while I was there and we were picking up the prescription, I noticed a big sign that said free delivery for prescriptions. So that is something I'm going to look into in the future, because if I can schedule them dropping it off, all I have to do is register it and put my credit card. And then for the co-payments, then they bring it to my apartment, then that would save me an additional going and coming back a round trip to the local clinic. So that's something I'm really, really going to be considered. I took pictures of it and we're going to work on that. So what I wanted to invite you all is there are a lot of resources available to us. And we need to, in times like this, we need to put pride aside. If that resource is available, it's because God put it there for us to, take advantage of it, because a taxpayer, some government fund, somebody is paying for that and making it available to us. So let's tap into all the resources we can so that we can make the dollar stretch more, right? So, for instance, I know now that I can get free transportation, possibly going and coming back. So that would save a lot of money. If I pack my lunch to go, I don't have to buy necessarily in the cafeteria over there, even though they make good food, but it can get pricey. Another thing is, if a person has to go to a community hospital, like in that community hospital, the prescriptions are on average for people $4. Walmart gives you $4 prescriptions. Some supermarket pharmacies like Publix, some of them give you $4 prescriptions. So all the things that you can tap into, there's tons of resources. Let's search, let's look, and whatever we find, let's go ahead and try it. There's always going to be a first time for anything that we try. So let's go ahead and try it and let's save. So I'm very excited that I was able to save, because next week, Monday, we have to go again. So whatever I didn't spend today, I'm going to be able to reserve it for that. What else did I save today? Anyways, that I wanted to let you know that there are resources out there that is very important that we look into them, that we try them, that we give them, the opportunity for us to see what it feels like. It allows us to also socialize with people in the community that are there for us and that we can take advantage of. Looking into, like the yesterday in the last video, I talked about coupon with a K. I did put a video that allows you to get whatever coupons are available to purchase also on Amazon. So they're there. A great app to look into. So look at my previous video and check on that. A lot of people, I send it to family and members, and they were very grateful because they already buy from Amazon. So, and anything that we can help each other, my other daughter sent me an app in regards to when I load up all the receipts, is going to give me free prepaid Visa, MasterCards, gift cards. So I am going to look into that and saving my receipts and uploading them so that I can get those free gift cards. I know one of my daughters did that for a while, and she was getting a lot of free gift cards to catch into like McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, and all of that. So with that in mind, anything that you can comment in regards to giving ideas for people to save and, make that dollar go the extra mile, please go ahead and feel free to put it in the comments, because everything that I wrote yesterday, something that came to my mind. I wrote this phrase: anything you don't spend is money in your end. It stays with you so that you can invest it in covering something else that is very important, but that you'll have the provision to be able to do it. So in these times, provision is given to us, whether we go to work and we exchange it for sustainability. When that dollar comes, it is best for our interests and our families and our well-being and our peace of mind to be able to invest it and only use it in what we really, really have to, and make the best use of that dollar so that we can make it go a long ways and always have, and we don't have to go without. Thank you for watching. My name is Virginia Gonzalez, and I'll be sharing with you, continue sharing frugal living ideas, and check my other videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and make my channel grow. And thank you for watching.